Gentlemen, today we have come to rewrite the political history of young people in this country. And in the rewriting of our political history, we'll be formulating a family that will take us to political combativity on November 14, 2023. And so you have to put yourself in the mood. When we took the battle cry, we are calling you to political warfare. And the way to get ready for November 14, 2023 is to respond decisively to the call to battle. Amanda! Amanda! Aibuya! Aibuya! Distinguished colleagues, members of the press, I'd like to begin by firstly recognizing the chairperson of the Revolutionary National Youth League of the Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change, Honorable Emmanuel Mobile Johnson, alias Papa Nito. Papa Nito would like to take this special time to recognize your frantic and decisive efforts and the leadership role that you have demonstrated since our inception as a National Youth League. We want to say, as the arrowhead of our Youth League, you've done a great job. And if you are a member of our Youth League, please give Papa Nito a great round of applause. And so I will proceed no further until I recognize the leadership of our party structure. I want to firstly say to you, we bring you revolutionary greetings from the chairperson of the Coalition for Democratic Change, the man who steers the Nonagon, the nine-sided geometric figure that is taking the coalition to November 14, 2023. His name is Mobake Malu, the chairperson of the Coalition for Democratic Change. We also like to bring to you profound greetings from the paint butcher, the man who sits in the nucleus and directs the administrative affairs of our party. We would like to bring to you greetings from the mayor of Monrovia and the Secretary General of the Mighty Congress of Democratic Change, Honorable Jefferson Tamakoji. Jefferson Tamakoji. Mayor Koji may not be on the stage with us. Our dear Ben Pucho may not be sharing this stage with us at this defining moment. But I know he is somewhere watching, because the young people of politics and governance are preparing to make history today. And so we say, SG, you are recognized. I have been given a very simple responsibility. I am not the speaker for today. I don't have your message. But I've come to prepare you for another speaker. In furtherance of that preparation, I'd like to deliver to you that for too long, the young people of our country have sat in the back, have not been seated on the table where decisions of governance and the progress of our state are being discussed. The young people have come here today to say enough is enough. I know that there is one political party in which the National Youth League is extremely vibrant. There is no structure of our party, the Coalition for Democratic Change, that is capable of silencing the Revolutionary National Youth League of the Mighty Congress of Democratic Change. In the Coalition for Democratic Change, our Revolutionary National Youth League is the center of gravity. We derive and drive the administrative affairs of our own political party. So in this party, we have the culture of listening to the voices of our young people before driving the decision for politics and governance. Distinguished colleagues, since the whistle was blown before October 10, 2023, declaring us to lead our citizens to making a decision that will derive a new government of our country, the young people have been fully involved. And so, the young people today have come to declare a message to the citizens of our country. We have come to declare that no more will we be backbenchers. We have come to declare that this time is our time and will be the lead participants in the decision making that will drive the progress of our country. And so, like I said to you, I am not the speaker for today. So I'd like to use this unique occasion to invite to this noble podium the Vice Chair for Political Affairs of the Revolutionary National Youth League of the Mighty Congress of Democratic Change, Honorable Eddie Sekou Tawale, who will drive you through the next stage of our conversation before we lead ourselves into the next stage.
Understand my one revolutionary felicitation, Patrick's militant stalwart, the Coalition for Democratic Change. Let me extend my one tentacles, Goyans and adults, the grassroots revolutionary progressive movement, Congress for Democratic Change vis-a-vis the Coalition for Democratic Change. I also like to use this opportunity to recognize our distinguished colleagues and friends, brothers that have begun the battle for for the redemption of the ordinary masses of our people. I'd like to begin by recognizing the Liberian People's Democratic Party, headed by the Commander-in-Chief, former compatriot Robin George. From the Robin George, the young people leader here from branding of the Liberian People's Democratic Party. Let me also salute the resilience and gallantry of the CDA, the distinguished chairperson of the CDA, the youth league. You have my own diluted revolutionary salute. May you please stand as we recognize you, chairman of the CDA. You are the chairman of the CDA in absentia. You are the chairman of the CDA in absentia. Let me also recognize the tenacity of the chairman and the young people of the National Patriotic Party. The chairman of the young people of the National Patriotic Party. Headed by the Gorilla chairperson, but he is dignifiedly represented by the Secretary General. Secretary General, you have my honor, my brother. I also like to begin by identifying the chairpersons and the young people of the PLP, our distinguished brothers from the PLP. I remember in history, the young brother would battle at the University of Liberia, where we express our political and intellectual standings. And I believe in potency. I also like to recognize our distinguished brothers and friends in the RDC. These political intellectual workaholics are part of the RDC. When I was doing dual university studies, when I was in two universities concomitantly, I remember very well when I was studying at the College of Antoine Baccalaureate, the College of Criminal Justice and Law Enforcement. We sat in class together and you know our history. We also know your history. Mr. Chairman, I salute you. I salute you, Mr. Chairman. I also like to recognize the distinguished young people of the UPP, chairperson of the UPP. The last revolutionary of Gabriel Bako Martin, the progeny of Gabriel Bako Martin, the fearless gorilla, the man who have gone through the trenches to bring Baka a bended knee. My young brother, you have my honor. I also like to recognize the chairperson and the young people of MOVE. The chairperson and the young people of MOVE. Mr. Chairman, Weah, you have my unequivocal revolutionary salute. And I was told that the chairman is in absentia. So while the chairman is in absentia, we salute the gallantry of all militants and cadres that to move. I also like to recognize our distinguished colleagues and brothers on the ULD. The ULD, Mr. Chairman of the ULD, a distinguished militants. I was told the militants of the ULD have been deployed in the trenches using the 4-4 theory. So the brothers using the 4-4 theory defeat the Joseph Boycott and the Unity Party death squad. So let me salute your gallantry and resilience. Today, I'd like to say to you and many young people that shifted the political dynamics and trajectories. What we are about to demonstrate is unequivocal. That means it cannot be equal to anything. To have a conglomeration of young people, a convergence of young people, bannering on a revolutionary cause to ensure the redemption of the masses of our people is another thing. It's another thing. And so, let me begin by saluting Let me again begin by saluting the gallant trade of the coalition, the Congress for Democratic Change, headed by the one-star General Cadre Dr. Antonio Agostino Nito, Commander Monrovia Johnson, preside over the non-Nagong, that means the non-constituent political parties. I'd like to swear in and begin by recognizing the distinguished efforts of our brothers and sisters who have come to join rank and banner under the cause. I will start by the recognition of the All Liberian League. The chairperson of the All Liberian League, may you please stand as we give you a distinguished hand of applause.
African Liberation League.
For the African Liberation League. African Liberation League. Mr. Chairman and your distinguished team, I'd like to say thank you ever so much as you're about to dramatize what has never happened in the history of our country. You represent the brother of Filimbo. I also like to recognize our distinguished brother from Akko, the chairperson of Akko, of the Youth League, that is a Comrade Completra Adilo Austin Dito. Is the chairperson for Akko. I also like to recognize the chairperson of the All Liberian Party Revolutionary Youth League, headed by Weah Kamara.
Amanda! The young people say
Mr. Weah Kamara volunteered the forces of the young people at the ALP. The brother has come to join banners in the struggle for the redemption of our ordinary people. I'd like to also recognize our distinguished chairman of the Youth League, from the Abraham Corner of the Liberian People Party. This is the man that looked in the face of Tiawan Gonglo. He said that, Mr. Tiawan Gonglo, you are a betrayer to the masses of our people. To succumb yourself to the decadences of the 12-year oligarchical governance of the Unity Party is counterproductive to the forward march of the masses of our people. So that's why today the brother have led an avalanche of young people of the Coalition for Democratic Change. So, Mr. Chairman, you have my honor. Your revolutionary decision is unforgettable. I also like to recognize the brothers and friends and Catholic Stalwart of Petra Romeo family, the national chairman of the Youth League of the National Democratic Coalition. Mr. Romeo family is a former militant of Alari Topa who betrayed the cause of the masses of the people. And that's why Romeo Topa said, we will not allow the Unity Party again. Romeo family, they will not allow the Unity Party to get space in our country. So I'd like to recognize you, my brother and friend. I also like to recognize the chairman of the Liberian National Union, headed by Benjamin G. Pay. Benjamin G. Pay, the chairman of the Youth League. Every young person you see today endorsing the party are chairperson of their respective political party you win. They are very unequivocal. So, Comrade, you have my honor. I also like to recognize Comrade Anthony D. Cooper, the chairman of the LP, the Liberty Party, CDP faction. The Liberty Party, distinguished revolutionary brothers from the Liberty Party Youth Congress. I also like to recognize, salute the resilience of distinguished brother and friend James Freeman, the chairman of the National Progressive Team. Led by Honorable Stephen Freeman. He's the youth chairman of the MPC, the Movement for Progressive Change youth leader. They have come to join ranks in solidarity with the fighting forces. I also like to recognize and salute the gallantry of our brother from the GSP Morris. From the GSP Morris, may you stand please, my brother. He's the National Youth League Chairman of the Alternative National Congress. Headed by Mr. Alexander Benedict Cummings. I have said to Mr. Cummings, as much you are analyzing the political landscapes, the young people must also make authentic decisions that will lead the paradigms and the trajectories of our political landscape. So, Comrade, you have our honor. I also like to recognize from the 40th year, Junior, chairman of the African Liberation League. Mr. Chairman, thank you for the recognition too also. I also like to recognize from Ms. Salif Kedor. From Ms. Salif Kedor, is the chairman of the Liberia Rebuilding Party. Rebuilders Party. Rebuilders Party. Liberia Rebuilders Party. Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to say thanks so much to all of our distinguished youth chairmen that have come to join rank in the struggles of the ordinary masses of our people. Let me now use this time to begin with the normal rituals. And before we do the ritual, there was a joint communique. The joint communique crafted by the 10 constituent youth leagues to ensure that we rallied the forces for the re-elections of President George Monrovia. Amanda, 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 Thank you. The teacher is meant to be obeyed but not to argue. So while we rumble you through the process, we're also involved with consultations. But I can say to Joseph Boakart, in the last decadent forces of the Unity Party, your days are numbered. We will retire you, Joseph Boakart. We will retire you peacefully. We will retire you peacefully. We can say to the Unity Party that there will be no existence of the Unity Party. We will obliterate the existence of the Unity Party. Men have come to converge to ensure that the existence of the Unity Party must never be in the annals of our political history. And that is why young people have come That is why young people have come. Let me now use this period to reduce my height. I should now zoom in another tough-talking revolutionary gladiators, the man who presides, the vice chairman for operations and political education. In the structuring of our party, he basically presides as one of the doctrinal graduates, start with the militants. So let me now call on having Fidel Castro, we said Fidel having Castro. So now zoom in. The man I will read the official statement.
Thank you all so much. Bastion for Political Affairs of the Revolutionary National Youth League of the Mali Coalition for Democratic Change. South! Let me pay special revolutionary homage to the masses of our people that are following through this revolutionary wavelength, particularly coming from the headquarters of the Indomitable Mali Coalition for Democratic Change. South! We are very much excited at this time to also stand on the existing protocol to bring you unapologetic revolutionary felicitations from men and women, particularly the members of the Underground Affairs and the fighting forces of Liberia's mass-based National Liberation Movement, the Indomitable Mali Coalition for Democratic Change. In continuation of this auspicious and very germane occasion, the program marking the consortium of political party youth, leaders and executives in endorsing the re-elections of Excellency President George Weah. It is our monumental and revolutionary obligation to continue on this trajectory where Brother Eli has stopped, to continue on the political and revolutionary ritual. And so that we said to you over the years, Congress, that in politics, there are times to be alignment and realignment. Those alignments will bring on the table of different political philosophies and ideas, different political manifestos and ideologies. These manifestos and ideologies will have to be synchronized and digested. And from these differences, there will be mutual respect, dialogue to foster a particular agenda. And that agenda is synchronized in the National Liberation Project that is titled the forward march of the stateless people, the emancipation of our people, and to define the new course of history and leading the revolution of masses of people at its higher stage. chairman of the Revolutionary National Youth Demand Coalition. Our convergence and conglomeration here today, particularly with executives and youths, chairpersons of respected political parties, is to corroborate the bastion of our Enlightenment values that we have shared, irrespective of our political ideologies and differences. And this bastion of Enlightenment value is tied to what has been known today as the Renaissance movement of young people into history. When young people decide to move into history from a chairperson, the book at the pinnacle and not halfway of the revolution. And so the decisive, radical departure of these young cadres and militants from the respective political parties is a sine qua non revolutionary obligation to the state and to this generation. Some people young people everywhere in history and in politics are the authentic carriers of the burden of the masses of our people. The better tracks, the better thoughts, they remain the catalyst and the conveyor belt to with the masses of the people to have a decent political compass. And that's why today, faces of the young people conglomerating and amalgamating conscious efforts in arms, we have thought that they are not doing anything strange here, but they are continuing the unfinished business of the national liberation struggle. We can remember young people like this, or like these young people, assembled before they assembled on the Swapo movement, the Swapo liberation struggle, led by Sanu Droman and Adema Toivo ya Toivo. When we see young people assembled today, we are reminded to take a historical mental flight about the assembly of the young people on the Frelimo movement in Mozambique, on the movement in Mozambique. We are quite conscious that when young people assemble, we get reflected and reminded of the assembly of the young people on the African National Congress Youth League, led by Anton Lobendit and Nelson Mandela. And so we'd like to say to newcomers, there will be a moment where we'll have to go deep into the historical topology that constitutes the necessity of young people arriving on the pedestal to change the start of history. We don't have time, comrades. We don't have time. We don't have time. Very soon, we have the movement to act with you and to serve with you as we move into history. But again, we have a certain responsibility, comrades, to give you the historical itinerary of our gallery in this rendezvous. And that is to call on this roadshow here. So bring onto the stage the young man who will read the official communique as a joint position on behalf of the consortium of political parties, youths and executives, endorsing the re-election of the Excellency President George Monrovia. And that communication will be conveyed by the chairman of the All Liberian Coalition Party, ICO, Youth League.
Cadre Austin Dito. Read the official position. Commerce and police in the station as a collective display of our uncompromising commitment to this struggle, and will consciously call on all national unity to respectfully land beyond us as a form of unity. As a form of unity that we are bound.
Good evening, first for those of you that just joined on, this is Spoon TV. We are coming to you live from the Coalition for Democratic Change Party headquarters, where today 7 political party youth league endorse the re-election of President George Monrovia. So for those of you that just joined us, my name is Simeon Doitape in collaboration with Vision TV, bringing you live coverage here at the Coalition for Democratic Change Party headquarters.
Insofar, we are young people. We are one of the fabrics, or we are the major fabrics of our nation building. And we will not be backbencher, but rather on this day, we will be part of history making to make sure that we write history in the right trajectory. Much of this, we will dive into the necessity.
Amanda! 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 Amanda!
Statement of endorsement or support to President George Monrovia Sr. from the consortium of opposition political party, national youth leagues, and their leaders, and other executives on November 1, 2023, at the headquarters of the Martyr Coalition for Democratic Change. That is the CDC. Today, we have gathered here not because we want to be part of the wave of support coming from many Liberians. No, but because the country is at a critical juncture, and we as young people must provide the best direction for our country, and we have resolved. Whereas the unrelenting and irrepressible young people of the consortium of opposition political party and national youth leaders of Liberia, having met on many occasions, discussing the need to join our political forces to bring forward a presidential candidate that we all will support, canvass for, and that will win the presidential runoff election comes November 14, 2023 in Liberia. Whereas these discussions have been held in good faith from all sides pertaining to social, economic, and political future of our country. Oh yes, vis-a-vis the future of the young people of this country. Whereas the beauty of the house is not CES foundation. Yet we have come to agree that amid the challenges, the government has made some strides during the 6 years of leadership of this regime. It has laid the strongest foundation for the future development of this country, which must be solidified. Whereas many young people of our country are now holding senior governmental positions and are making some decisions for our collective survival which must be celebrated and encouraged. Whereas we have all agreed that the future of our country cannot be left with those who took our country to the Dow Jones, reduce young people to beggars, and use them as political condoms. But it must be left with the person who has elevated and added value to the young generation of our country. Whereas the leaders of ours from whom we have gathered is Liberia foremost peace icon, developmental czar, and youth empowerment giant, evidence of his exceptional dedication to youth empowerment and the well-being of every Liberian. Whereas this leader is the best between the two in the run of election, as his enviable character, in accentuation resonate through the length and breadth of this country. Whereas we want the world to know that we find this run of election very essential and key to the growth and future development of our country, and therefore we can't wait but make known our decision. We can't wait but work together, as this is the only realistic means by which we can succeed as a people. We can't wait but make our country to continue on this unprecedented trajectory of development and youth empowerment. And now, therefore, we, the young people of the consortium of opposition political parties, national youth leaders, hereby announce, proclaim, and declare to our nation and the world at large, in a manner unprecedented, that the election of November 14, 2023 is no more an issue. It's no more an issue on the score. That we have found the nation's next president, and that president is no other president but His Excellency President George Weah, the people's president. We call on all our supporters, cadres, militants, and the young people in general to join this national endeavor to prevent our country from slipping back in the hands of slanderers, economic vultures, and a fragile old man. And ensure that His Excellency Dr. George Weah is elected to the presidency of Liberia this November 14, 2023, as he has continued to transform our economy, give dignity to the young people in Liberia, and be a witness to his massive infrastructure development. As we move this far, we say thank you very much, and we submit.
That was a beautiful speech done by the Apple Youth League chair. Yeah.
Signed issued by the consortium of opposition political party Youth League, Comrade Chairman G.S.P. Morris, National Youth Congress Chairperson of the Alternative National Congress, Comrade Ford M. Yen Jr., National Youth League Chair for the African Liberation League, Comrade Salif Carter Jr., National Chairman for the African Youth Council, Liberia Party, the African Leaders, Comrade Fambule Kamara, National Youth Chairman for the National Youth League of the All Liberian Party, Comrade Edward Corner, National Youth Chairperson for the Liberian People Party, Comrade Romeo Famula, National Youth League Chairperson for the National Democratic Coalition NDC, Comrade Benjamin G.P., National Chairperson for the National Youth Congress of Liberia, National Union LANU, Comrade Anthony D. Cooper, National Youth Chairperson for the National Youth Congress of the Liberia Party, Comrade James Freeman, National Youth Chairperson for the Movement for Progressive Change, and lastly, the man behind the podium, who is on this National Youth Chairperson of the All Liberia Coalition Party. At this point, we will call on individuals or each political party national youth leader to make a remark in turn to show a sense of commitment that we are here with a compromising commitment and we are prepared to open our chest and put our back in the battle to fight with our bands. So firstly, I will call on Comrade Chairman J.C. Morris, who is the National Youth Chairperson of the Alternative National Congress, the ANC, to make a remark. Thank you very much. Amanda!
Wait!
Amanda!
Wait! Two! Courage!
Amanda!
Wait!
Amanda!
Wait! Comrades, I know the MC told me 1 minute each, but the MC has to understand that those of us who have the training from the Vanguard Education Party, so we've been trained that we can stay and talk for the next 24 hours, if possible within 1 week, without again and no video. So please permit me to say one or two. For us who are Christians, if you read the book of Acts chapter 2, it tells you about the day of Pentecost. The day of Pentecost is the day where believers gather to worship the Almighty because of the number of assembly of men and women. It says, the Spirit of the Lord descended upon their heads like fire, and they all spoke in different tongues. Oh, praise the Lord! Yeah! When I see behind me and on the podium the number of men and women that have come to grace this occasion, in my mind, your presence here is equated to the presence of the Holy Spirit. And that's why we are clear from the consortium of opposition political parties in Congress. We have not come here because you are merry-making here. We have not come here because you have all of the resources. We have come here as in line with our press statement, giving the different challenges that this government and giving the two options that we have as to decide who leads the state. We, from the ANC Youth Congress, in line with all other opposition youth congress here, have come to say we endorse the re-election of President George Weah. Thank you for
We move on to call from the African Liberation League.
Amanda! Amanda! Wait! Thank God I am a voting card. I'm a walk over with your Weah vote. Thank God I am a voting card. I want vote for the Weah vote. I like that. Thank you very much, comrades. Comrade, you chairperson of the 9 political parties, including the African Liberation League, that have come to pay a respected, trusted, and unprecedented support to the People's President of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency Dr. George Weah. Comrades, militants and leg minds of the revolution, the Revolutionary Youth League of the indomitable and indefatigable national movement, Coalition for Democratic Change. Today, I have come to affirm and reaffirm the commitment made to endorse His Excellency Dr. George Weah from the Weah. A commitment that was read by Comrade Adelaw Kadri, a Pastor and Austin tone of the All Liberian Coalition Africa. Comrades, we have come now to only endorse the CDC, but we have come to join forces to making sure that the national cake, our future, is being protected, thereby moving in the trenches, in the villages, in the districts, in the counties, of our ring boots, our ring gauge, and other campaign materials to make sure that His Excellency Dr. George Open Weah retain the presidency for the future of our young generation. Thank you. Having said that, I'd like to encourage all young people of Liberia, not only the African Liberation League and the 9 political parties youth league. All youth league or all youth of this country to join the forces, join us. We are not too young to lead. We can make the change when it is necessary. Join us, let's put our cards together and make President Weah the 210 president. Thank you.
Amanda! Long live the diaspora of the African Liberation League. Long live the diaspora of the African Liberation League. Long live!
Amanda!
C'est quoi? Le va parler, c'est quoi? Joe, what are you doing, President Joe?
Let me put some
Volume. National Chairperson. Chairmanito, faster. Something coming. Some has stood before in the darkness, showing that we are here today. Let me also say a very big thank you to my colleagues who also thought it wise that to give Liberia back to Liberians. We have to come together as a team. We did not come here because of the beautification of this place. We didn't come here to wear beret. We did not come here to put on t-shirts. We came here to send a message to the world. And Master Joseph Bagay, gone are the days when the old order continue to rule us. We have come cautious. We have come with a mindset of changing Liberia from a poor state to a better state. We have watched over the period of time how President George Weah had demonstrated his leadership by trusting young people. If any nation want to grow, you have to trust and invest in the young people. And President George Weah is no exception. We will not have the luxury of time, but I can assure you that we have all our district coordinators, our youth care president across the country, that this is the start that will change our country in the next 6 years. And because of that, today we converge here as a team with one voice that will compete with each other. We'll go to places that you are not been. We'll preach the messages that you are not. And we'll show that the CDC, President George Weah, are reading that there.
Amanda. Oh, the Liberia Regional Party, you are called support John Zayo. I bring you revolutionary greetings for for the Invincible National Youth Council of Liberia Regional Party. Today, we have come to the table to reconfirm that the statement right here, the Invincible National Youth Council of the Liberian Rebuilding Party endorsed it. And we are calling all of our youth, chairperson from our favorite district across the country to join us in train hopes to carry the message to our people. One of those days, our head will make decisions. Today, the Invincible National Youth Council of the Liberian Rebuilding Party Rebuilders have come to support the re-election of Dr. George Weah. Thank you. Under way two. Under way two.
My comrade Austin Toll has said all. Movement of Progressive Change Jubilee endorse this action that the youth has taken. So we are come to say October 14th, November 14th, go out and retire Joseph Juma Baka. Don't forget what's number 2.
Amanda!
Young people leader ARP say yeah. If they like it, they don't like it. That's why I say yeah.
Thank you very much. Me, I'm Bambule, and I'm Kamara. You be chair of all Liberian party. Permit me to stand on the existing protocol here.
Sir.
Today is a very important historic day. It is important because this is the first time in Liberian history when young people of amalgamated forces are there after careful examination of a term regime. They have envisioned that it is about this time that we own our generation. It is the time that we will stand firm to deny those decadent old age people who have control and enjoy this country at the detriment of the young people. It is our time to roll our sleeves, to wear our boots, go out there, inform every young person in Liberia that this fight is not only just Weah fight. That this fight is not a TDC fight. This fight is the fight of every Liberian whose future was being played with by those people in the United Party for 12 years. This is a time that we must be prepared to retire the last group of people that have suffered this country for more than 100 years. Let's get prepared. Prepare yourself for the challenges over there. But I can tell you that there are courageous. There are more things to do, but we can see the victory on November 14th. That victory will be celebrated at this headquarters. So to conclude, we want to inform Liberians or young, whether or not you are able or disabled, crawl or walk, let's go out there, convince those people who are not seeing visibly the working of President Weah that it is the time that it is not President Weah, it is all of us responsible to make this country better. And to make it better, let's give President Weah another chance. This time around, let's go out and do that. Thank you very much.
Amanda! 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 I want second speech. C'est quoi? We are glad to be home. C'est quoi? Come. The time is now. I'm grateful, I'm honored. I'm Romeo Famule, National Youth Chair of the National Democratic Coalition, NDC for short. Let us go up. Comrades and friends, graduates, militants, I can see my brothers. We have been on the other side, but this time, right side. We started this journey together, but we left along the way. Comrades, we are privileged, we are honored to be home. Remember 14, Josh Weah, Mr. President, our outcome, the young people outcome, the man who I can see myself too, because they have empowered our brothers.